Hello, in day 12 we are going to learn load combination and then analysis of seismic or earthquake load. Load combination is defined as a set of various loading conditions that are acting together in the structure, which is used to ensure the required safety and then economy in the design of the structure. Means already we had done with that when we apply the dead load and live load, we multiply the factor of safety 1.5, and then if it is dead load, live load and then wind load, then it is 0.9, and then if it is seismic load, then we go ahead with the factor of 1.2. For this you just go ahead with the IS code, load combinations where we get, that is according to IS code 456 2015. So in the table number 18 you will get the code and combination. So when we have a dead load and live load, it may be 1.5, and then when we have a dead load and wind load, it may be 1.5 or 0.9. Same way 1.2 for the seismic. Even you just go in detail with the code to get more idea about the load combinations. Along with this we are going to learn or apply the seismic or earthquake load. As I already told you, dead load and live load apply vertically over the building, and then wind load and then seismic loads are lateral forces. Lateral are nothing but horizontal forces. Seismic load refers to the force exerted on a structure during an earthquake. If our project is situated in the seismic active regions, definitely we have to design it for the seismic or earthquake loads. Even if it is not, for the safer purpose and future consideration, we have to do it if you are going to design a high-rise building. So this is how you can get the structure without seismic location isolation and then structure with seismic isolation. As I already told you, just go with the code book. Here you can see seismic parameters are depending on the following factor: whether the building is SSC building or brick wall, and then location of the project. I am just going with Pune or Bangalore, or else you can go ahead with a particular location. Type of soil. So we have to check the soil type where exactly the project is, that is hard soil or black soil or medium soil, like that. Seismic loads are the lateral loads, already told you, and it may be static analysis or dynamic analysis. We have two types in the seismic. Now we are doing static analysis, and in the stat pro we normally go ahead with these steps, that is define the seismic definition. We have to define it just like a wind, and then we have to put dead load or member load or floor load, either one of the method. The next, all above load should be positive, because as I told you, earthquake or seismic load are the lateral uniaxial forces, and then we have to apply in 4 direction, that is x, minus x, z and minus z. Seismic load should be first than the any other load. While applying the load in the stat pro, that should be first, otherwise we get the error. And for concrete structure we apply the dead load, live load, wind load and seismic load, and for water tank we apply dead load and live load and water pressure. Next you go ahead with the IS code, that is IS 1893 part 1 2002 or 2005. In that you get to know the zone. Depending on the seismic intensity, they divided into different zones depending on the severity of the seismic intensity. Design seismic base shear, and then we use a manual calculation. PB is equal to AH into W, where AH is a design horizontal acceleration, and then W is nothing but seismic weight of the building. Weight is nothing but that may be dead load plus live load. Dead load of the beam, column and then slab, whatever the structure you have, and then live load you can go ahead with 2 or 3 kilonewton according to the code. And then before that you have to check under which zone your structure. Then next, normally the seismic zones are divided into 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here Z is a zone factor and I is the importance factor, and then R is a response reduction factor. In order to get all the values related to this, you just go ahead with the IS 1893 code, And for RCC building, we have the special moment existing, that is SMRF is 5%. So we let put all these values in the STAD now. So here you can see already I'm just going with the older project, that is G+10, but there I have put wind analysis and then dead load and then live load. As I told you, whenever you want to apply the seismic definitions as seismic load, make sure that should be the first. So that's why I'm just deleting all those stuff. Click over that and then delete, or else you can create a new drawing or new project. I delete this, all the categories of the load and also the combinations. So now I don't have any single load. Once you're done with the geometry and then property support, click over the load and definition, go to the definition and then click on the seismic definition, add it. So here we have to add the seismic parameters what we had gone through recently. You can go to the particular code, that is IS 1893 2002 and 2005. According to the code we are going to put the values. Here we have the recent parameters, we have to change it according to our project site location and all the stuff. For that you click on the generate, and then here we have the zone factor. Either you go with the city or else if you know the zone under which zone the project may fall. I'm just going with the city or zone, both are same. If I go with the city, then I'm just going with Pune or Bangalore, or you can go ahead with your requirement like this. The Pune city is coming under 0.16. Even I just go with zone, that is the third zone. So the value is 0.16. And then response reduction factor SMRF is 5%, as I explained you. Importance factor, you can go ahead with all general building if it is residential. If it is airport and hospital, then you can apply or go ahead with the important building. The value will change from 1 to 1.5. So this building is residential, I just go with all general building. And then rock or soil type, so you can go ahead which is according to the site. And then structure type is RCC frame building. If it is steel, then you can click over the steel building. And then damping ratio is 5% for the RCC building, and then click over the generate. So once you hit on the generate, the value change here. Next add. Next, as I told you, we have to apply the self weight or floor weight. For self weight, I am just going with the 1 because software itself find out the self weight. But here just keep it in mind, don't change the sign into minus, because as I told you, seismic loads act horizontally, not vertically. So make sure you keep one value and then add it. And click on the floor weight. I'm just going with 3 value, or else you can go ahead with the floor, that is width and length of the slab and into the thickness and density. I'm just going with 3 now. Positive value itself. By using the node cursor, confirm the height. Minimum height is 3, maximum height is 30. Put the same value in the y direction, 3 and 30. Add and close. So this is how we define the seismic load. Once I done, we have to add the 4 direction. For that, load case details, add. Next, click on the seismic. You can define it as EQ, X direction, earthquake X direction, and then EQ minus X direction, EQ Z direction, and EQ minus Z direction. So once I added, again you click on that X direction, click on the seismic loads, and then make sure for plus X direction, there should be X direction and plus value, add and close. For minus, same thing, seismic x and -1 value, add it. For z, again seismic, just switch into z direction. For plus it is value plus, and minus it is minus. Put -1. Add and close. Like this way, now I applied seismic load in 4 direction. After this, then click on the load case details and add the dead load. The remaining stuff is same as like earlier. I just add the self weight nodal -1, add and close, and assign to view. So once I done, I just go with analysis, add and close, analyze, run analyze, and then save. Make sure error should be 0. In order to get the theoretical output, click over the view output file and then done. Scroll down. And this is how you get the actual weight of the structure. And VB per 1893. Here you get the intensity of the earthquake, factor load, and all the stuff. You just confirm the factors related to seismic. Next, go to the post processing mode. Select all the loads and apply OK. Click over the animation to check the deflection. So there should be a reflection. Like this way you can do with the earthquake analysis. In next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.